Welcome to the Groupthink Podcast, Season 2, Episode 1, or 51, or however you want to call this, because this numbering system is completely inefficient, even though we're also the first episode was the pilot. Whatever. And joining us today is return guest Rhyannon.
Hello, greetings from Wisconsin. Everything's beer and cheese here.
Go into detail. We need to find details.
What do you mean?
I get it.
It smells like whisked right now. And help.
Bring me my cheese whiz with a side of brie.
Ew.
You didn't get me my cheese whiz,
It's like box trolls. He's fucking everywhere.
Everywhere. Oh my gosh, I regret so much. Anyway. It took you a second. So what's been going on with you lately? I don't think I've heard from you in a bit.
Yeah, it's been a while. I've been really busy trying to wrap up my last semester of school.
I kind of figured that. Anything interesting going on?
Finals.
Oh, the fun stuff.
Yeah, I'm currently trying to touch up my stuff for my gallery show next week, so that's going to be fun.
That's cool. I think I can go to that, by the way, if it's open.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to make one more post on Facebook about the details that our poor listeners can't do because you're not welcome.
Oh.
I don't want any creepers coming.
Wait, so I can't bring the extended fam? No.
Oh.
Okay, because they're coming in from Iowa, but whatever.
Shit.
They're all Hicks. No.
And the whole gallery was crashed by a bunch of Iowa hillbillies.
None of them are from Iowa, to my knowledge. I don't actually know where my extended family is from. Like, most of my family I know lives around here, so.
Yeah, there's hillbillies everywhere.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
there are hillbillies up here, and it's terrifying.
I always say I'm 1/4 Hick, and as evidence, I point to my grandfather, who grew up in the southern half of Illinois, which, if you know geographically, it's farther south than the former capital of the Confederacy, so.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going down to Cairo. By the way,
technically, Wisconsin's like super southern. The more north you go.
Wait, does it get worse farther north?
Yeah, like there's a shit ton of hillbillies if you go a bit more north of here.
that doesn't surprise me.
If they stay south, that's kind of ironic. Oh, it gets more southern the more north you go.
Well, yeah, because then you're
starting. Those damn Canadian hillbillies.
Well, I'm sure they exist. I don't think anything exists in the Yukon.
Oh, no, they totally exist. I've seen them. They'll come by Kenosha. It's like, oh, Jesus, they're here.
Oh, yeah, I'm a Canadian hickey. I'm not your I'm not your buddy guy.
Yeehaw.
That's brilliant.
Give us those, Jake. Get the holy water.
This is unholy. I don't like it.
You'll see, like, I ended up having to go to Dick's Sporting Goods earlier this year to get, like, I wanted to see what swimsuits they had. Because I keep forgetting this place has a pool. And there's, like, this truck pulls in, and they're all, like, fucking dressed in camouflage from head to toe. And I'm like, oh, God.
The revolution is commencing.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't go into big sporting goods stores like that. I think the last one I went into just like a Sports Authority like the week before it closed to see if I could find some like workout stuff really cheap, and I ended up not buying anything. So.
Oh yeah, I try to avoid any sporting goods store just because a lot of times they're overly expensive.
Yeah, there's also nothing there I want. So.
Yeah. Also, exercise clothing's just really expensive in general. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like $30 for like this special tank top, and it's like it'll make you feel like you're not sweating. Like, cool, I guess.
Maybe I'm just behind the times. You buy specific clothes for exercising. I just use like old torn up clothes that I don't wear anymore.
Well, they want you to because it's like, oh, well, these are like aerodynamic, so you can run faster or something. I don't know.
Aerodynamic? I walk the treadmill.
You put it on and you go on the treadmill, so if you're going like 50 miles an hour, make it stop.
I've just freaking... I need an Olympic medal. I don't know. The Sports Authority shirt I bought is like... I'm turning me into the human
It's
bullet.
amazing, God. It's amazing.
How did you turn me into the Flash?
What the fuck? Actually, the Flash came by a couple days ago, and he just happened to forget to take his clothes home. So, oh, cool.
He just left the suit. He didn't take anything else.
He just like literally came in there stripped and then left without the suit. That's it.
He walked on the treadmill and it broke.
Yep. Whoops.
Freaking oops.
Oops. Anyway,
that fell apart.
Uh,
I didn't know. You were talking about like I was gonna bring this up like 3 minutes ago when we were talking about hillbillies. Does it ever like I used to read maps a lot just because I was fascinated by them. Like have you ever heard of the town of Cairo, Illinois?
No.
It's the southern.
Well, maybe it rings a bell.
It's the southernmost city in Illinois, and it's spelled Cairo, but it's pronounced Cairo.
That's weird.
That is the most hickish thing I've heard. I found out in a very long time.
Yeah.
I'm going to Cairo. I'm just like, how is that accurate?
Everyone there really wanted it to be Cairo, and they threatened everybody that was like saying otherwise with like guns.
Oh Lord, that's terrible.
Make it Cairo. Okay, it's Cairo.
You're in. What's the? You just start hearing the banjos. Keep on walking.
Sorry if I'm a little slow reply. I'm trying to... It's getting to that point where I'm just, like, multitasking everything. I'm currently, like, holding the phone with one hand and thing with the other.
It's okay. I'm currently paging through magazines, so no harm, no foul.
Cool. We take this podcast so seriously.
Yeah, this is the season premiere, too, so...
Oh.
Gotta
step it up from there.
Yeah, I want to step it up. This is I'm you can't tell at the moment, but I've added a brand new intro and a new background that's actually going to have a moving background. So it's going to be a little more dynamic, and it's going to be a little more not staring at that terrible Chicago still that we've had for the past 51 episodes. So
yeah, the one that was really blurry and made me as a graphic designer cringe.
To be fair, I took that on my iPhone, and it looks fine when it's not in that particular.
On an iPhone, yeah.
Like, yeah, I use it as my my Twitter background, and it looks just fine there.
Haven't you heard of using an Instagram filter? Use an Instagram filter, goddammit.
First of all, I took it 3 years ago, and second of all, I'm not very tech literate.
Instagram's not even that difficult, dude. You flip through different little fancy filters and then click the photo button or whatever.
I don't even know what workout clothes are. How do you expect me to know what a phone is?
Touche.
Oh, gosh.
Like, poor Tyler's living under a rock.
Yeah. It's a comfortable rock, I'll give it that. But
What I thought would be a cool idea is, like, we have little icons made for every guest, and then those can just pop up. Like, custom-made icon for every guest or whatever.
If you want to do it, I'll... I don't...
I mean, it's not even going to be that difficult. It's not like I'm going to hand draw everyone. It's just going to be a little thumbnail with, like, a character people like or whatever.
Sure. I mean, and that wouldn't be a bad idea. My only problem with that at the moment is that I don't have access to my better video editor at the moment, so it wouldn't look...
I got it.
No, I
I'll
love
let you know, and then I can totally do it.
I love the idea. One of my initial thoughts for it was I should commission like a background, like a still image, with just like it would just be like cartoon versions of like all of the regulars. So You, me, Austin, Damian, Tyler Davis, and then maybe David Wynn. But that would be like the full, like, it would just be kind of all of us just doing like a thing. But I don't know.
We should do one of all of us in like one of those act casual poses. you know, where it's like, quick, they're coming, everyone act casual, and then it's absolutely not casual, like someone's looking at an apple out of complete and utter fascination.
It's an idea.
Yeah, like the best example of that's like Avatar: The Last Airbender, where like that Fire Nation comes into this shop and all of them are like doing absolutely ridiculous shit in the shop.
I forgot about that until you told me that. It's like, oh.
And it's like the best part is it's supposed to look like, oh, it's a still image, but no, they're all like absolutely still. So you have like Katara looking like she's frozen in spot, like cramming cherries into her mouth. It's like, oh Jesus.
Inconspicuous.
The saviors of the world, everyone.
It's like that. I don't know if you saw this, but there was that great image a couple of years ago when Guardians first came out, and it was just appropriating all these clips from Parks and Rec. Something like sitting in a tree, KISSISSISSING, and then the caption was, "I'm glad this man is guarding my galaxy."
Yep. They showed like one of those things about how ripped Chris Pratt got for that, like showing how he looked before.
Everyone gets ripped.
Like one of his shirtless scenes in like Parks and Rec versus like one of his shirtless scene in Guardians of the Galaxy. It's like, what are you guys doing?
But that's the thing. Every single character gets ripped and then has a shirtless scene in a Marvel movie. That's basically a feature.
Or you gotta like start pumping lead, basically.
They had Paul Rudd get jacked for his role.
What?
From Ant-Man.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, there's a scene in Ant-Man where he takes his shirt off and he's ripped. I'm like, why did you have Paul Rudd bulk up for his role? Why not? Because there's going to be a girl out there that squeals in the theater because you spent thousands of dollars and paid enormous amount of money to have Paul Rudd get jacked.
Well, he's still good looking even though he's not wimpy jacked. I don't know why that's... although it's also superhero films, so I shouldn't be surprised.
I'd appreciate a couple more schlubby members of the Avengers, just because so many of their powers have nothing to do with actual physical strength. They could get away with it.
Right, Thor could be completely overweight and he'd still be fucking business.
Well, that's where they have Volstagg.
Oh yeah, good point.
The fat Asgardian.
To kind of prove, but then they make a bunch of food jokes, so it's like, oh, okay.
We're in a time of crisis, and Volstagg is stuffing his face.
That guy that likes food, cool.
It's a character trait.
Yep. One that follows like 50 others. But yeah, that'd be funny, like fat Thor, and then he just swings his hammer everywhere, or like lets the hammer take him, so like some guy gets slammed by 500 pounds of Thor, basically. Plus the hammer.
Oh my gosh, that's.
Oh god, he's unstoppable.
He can't be stopped.
This is what happens when you give him another coffee chain.
Oh man, I'm just looking through. I'm trying to look through like Silver Age comics on Google now. There's like fat superheroes, and so far the only one I found is Fat Superman.
That was a thing.
I'm going to say.
Well, that's another one that could potentially work, because it's like, oh yeah, well he's still not like super strong regardless.
I'm gonna try to send you the image on Facebook right now. So.
Okay.
It's pretty great.
Did I ever tell you how difficult belts are to paint / draw?
No, you have not. I have not heard of this.
They're actually a lot more difficult than you would think.
Really?
Yeah. I hate it.
Huh. Good. Excuse me. Did you get it?
Hold on. Facebook's in sleep mode. Hold on. Oh, yeah, have you heard about that new game that came out, Little Nightmares?
I have not.
Oh, it's so good. Like, it just came out. It's been hyped up for the past few months. And, hold on. There we go. Basically, it's like childhood nightmares, basically. You play as this little kid. Holy shit. He is fat.
It's 2-ton Superman.
Oh my god. Super fat though. Cool. He breaks the telephone booth. Holy shit.
Of course he does. Now,
What the fuck?
Oh my, I just looked on eBay and apparently 2-ton Superman's only $12.
I wonder why.
Well, I guess I know what I'm buying now.
Cool.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, basically, it's this new game that came out about. It's supposed to be based off of like, nightmares as a kid, and you play as this little girl who ends up getting trapped in like this underground place that's trying to like. Basically, it captures kids and then turns them into food for these big fat adults or whatever.
Ew.
Yeah, so it's about this girl trying to escape these different really deformed-looking adults, basically. Like, there's a janitor, and then the chefs, and then the big bad lady that's, like, the main villain. And it's got some Spirited Away vibes to it as well.
I was going to say that sounds a lot like Binding of Isaac.
Yeah, but it's really interesting. I watched the gameplay, and, yeah. Only thing, it's for PS4, I think. Yeah.
Oh gosh, if you want to see Nightmare Fuel, look up fat superheroes on Google Images.
I don't want to.
I recommend the audience do it.
Some of the search engine results is going to be like that fat fetish thing or whatever.
Fat Thor, fat Daredevil, fat the ninja from Mortal Kombat.
You're gonna like put one of those as a thumbnail for this chat, aren't you?
Fat Goku.
I'm gonna get the notification that you like uploaded it, and it's gonna be like Fat Superman or Thor or whatever.
I'm not. I'm gonna be graceful, but I am sending you Fat Goku now.
I don't want to see that. But you're, yeah. Oh my god, it looks awful. That face, though. He looks like he's got to drop a Super Saiyan dump.
Oh, have you seen any of the Oni cartoons? No, maybe it's not Oni, or it's the Dragon Ball Z cartoons, like Dragon Ball PP and stuff like that.
I think so.
There's one where Vegeta gets basically destroyed by Frieza because Goku is off taking a poo. And he's busy.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, like, a fat Super Saiyan's already a thing because they have that one Dragon Ball movie where Vegeta and Goku attempt, or no, it wasn't even the movie. It was in like the actual show where they're fighting.
I know what you're talking about. It's from
and they fused incorrectly, so they're like this fat guy.
That's from the special Fusion Reborn, but that is
okay.
hilarious.
It was the movie then.
Yeah.
Or that is so weird.
It was funny though.
It was. And it was like, didn't he had like a weird accent, and it was just like, what are you looking at? Like, oh.
It has such a weird attitude too.
Yeah. The only thing, it would have been even funnier if like Danny DeVito voiced him or whatever.
Oh my! Did you see the great clip that came out recently where apparently they had the Team 4-Star guys do a cameo in the Dragon Ball Kai?
Yeah.
It is I, the Great Saiyaman.
Oh my god! I was like, oh my, that's brilliant. I am the Prince of All.
His coolness is over 9,000. That was the first
time.
time.
They were like, all right, we got to do this spoof. Get Team 4-Star over here.
I'm just glad to know that they have a good working relationship with Team 4-Star.
Yeah, that's really funny that they got connected. I guess it makes sense because of how popular they are.
Well, yeah. At this point, if you take down Team 4-Star, you basically destroy YouTube. That like
Yeah.
it's one of those like 3 or 4 channels that everyone loves. So if YouTube loses them, it's going to destroy itself. And since they're about halfway there, it's there any day now.
Yeah.
Newsflash! Team 4-star, PewDiePie, and Markiplier have been removed from YouTube. The mass exodus
YouTube
begins.
sucks. And everyone dies.
The exodus begins.
Yep. Oh, it's just the end of the world. Let's just get this over with.
Yeah, VidMe is gonna end up parting the Red Sea, and then whoever owns YouTube is gonna end up drowning Moses style.
Yeah. Hold on a sec. I'm checking something. 5 seconds of silence. Oh. I heard it.
You back?
Yeah.
I would have kept going as long as you were gone.
Oh, that would have been like legit for the next hour. It's just Tyler singing the Jeopardy song.
My voice, Rhiannon, you jerk.
Alright, let's just see how long he goes.
I had a lovely singing voice and told Rhiannon maybe sing the Jeopardy song for an hour.
Then I could never sing again.
Jeez, that sounds like a freaking Saw situation. So you must sing the Jeopardy voice for 1 hour, otherwise... something. It's like it's working with Jigsaw all over again.
Oh god. It's like my favorite thing ever.
You are completely surrounded by armed mousetraps. I have fed your keys to the dog.
You will in this drawer is a bunch of sporks. You will either have to dig into or open the stomach of your best friend, or be late to work for the 4th time this week.
That's great. Wow, they did a sequel.
Yeah.
It was like them in them in like an office.
Oh yeah, the Office one, and then they're like, all right, you need to stop with make it more team building, and he's just like, yeah, go on, yep, You're all tied together with tape or something.
That was the best thing.
And then they're all just like, God damn it.
Wow, that's just wonderful. Shut up.
Give me another 5 seconds. I'm trying to explain to my friend what the movie I saw today in horror film class was.
My throat.
Wow, already?
No, I was kind of faking it, but for the sake of the joke, I'll do it.
It hasn't even been 5 minutes.
And this has been another Terrible Sound with Tyler.
Thanks, Tyler.
Yeah, my throat is full of them. You should hear my laugh sometime.
Alright, hold on. I hate this. It's like I don't even know what the movie was about and I have to explain it.
What is it?
The Martyrs.
The Martyrs.
It's a horror film from 2008 from France.
Okay, I haven't heard of it, so... I'm not a Francophile, I'm a weeboo, get it right. Anyway, the quiet has been going on just a little too long, and I'm not gonna do the voice.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Hold
No,
on.
it's fine. I'm just not gonna do the freaking Jeopardy voice anymore because I would like to preserve what's left of my singing
You
voice.
could just when you're doing the editing, include it in there. Every time Rhyannon goes quiet, it's do.
I don't do as comprehensive editing as I used to do. Oh jeez, I'm watching newsfeed on YouTube. Apparently the Riverwalk in Naperville got flooded.
Oh.
Yeah, I was in downtown, like Oswego, like yesterday, and the little creek that runs like right underneath the right next to the town was like 1 or 2 feet away from the bottom of the bridge. So like.
Oh yeah, and that's like we've gotten a lot of rain up here too. Like Michigan's been really flooding.
Well, yeah.
I guess back home, there's a leak in our house right now, so.
Oh, your college is like insanely close to Lake Michigan too.
Yeah, like a mile away.
You remember when I got lost trying to come to your
You like drove right past. You were on campus. That was the worst part.
Well, my phone died, so I couldn't figure out where I was.
Yeah, because you somehow thought I was off campus.
How would I know?
You could have asked.
Well, my phone died, so good luck with that.
Well, I thought it was common sense, because I thought I told you I live on campus.
I know tons of people who don't live on campus nowadays.
Uh-huh.
My sister goes to another UW school, and she doesn't live on campus.
Well,
I'm just saying, nothing wrong with it.
Well, I live on campus. Yeah, and then it's like, I got Walmart. And I'm like, where the fuck? What? Or, no, by a Walmart.
Yeah.
But, like, you're trying to tell me, and I'm like, I have no fucking idea where you are right now.
I'm not helping. I'm not helping.
Because you were at a McDonald's. I'm like, okay, there are 2 McDonald's by here. And then you're like, and I'm by a Walgreens. And I'm like, there are also, like, the 2 McDonald's I'm thinking of also have a Walgreens right next to them.
Crap.
And then finally you said Walmart. I'm like, okay, I know where you are now.
That was a long day. At least up until I found you, but...
It wasn't that bad.
For me, it was.
Oh, well, yeah, because you had to drive, like, 2.5 hours up here.
I was in pain.
Poor Tyler.
Your sympathy is noted.
Have you talked with the others lately?
Which others?
The usual crowd?
They haven't been on the show in a couple months.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
Yeah, I can't keep them over at the house that long just because Damien has to work constantly, and Austin... I can barely keep them over long enough for 2 movies, let alone a podcast.
Oh. Well, I'm graduating a week from Saturday, so you'll have me back there again. Until I can find a job.
Oh, frick. It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
I'm probably not even going to bother to do like a job this summer. I'm just going to take some Wabansi classes and fill time.
Oh, I have a part-time job, but like I'm trying to look for a full-time graphic designer position. I luckily got connected with this group that helps connect employers with freelancers, so I'll do freelance work.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, okay, at least I have that.
I'm basically stuck at the moment. Like I can't find like anything at my industry at the moment.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, yeah, I've applied at basically every studio in Chicago, and I'm running out of options, so...
Well, you're going to have to start looking for other places.
I did. I applied for a video editing job that I didn't get, so...
It makes you feel any... I think everyone just has that little slump.
Yeah, totally. I'm gonna shoot off a quick work email, and now
okay, that's fine.
Now it's your turn to fill 5 seconds.
And now a word from our sponsors. Do you ever get tired of employers not emailing you back after you spend time making a cover letter and sending them your resume? Stop looking for jobs. Just stop. Oh, I got one laugh. Okay, cool. Shit. I'm just gonna keep humming.
Okay, I just sent my email, so I'm good.
Cool.
Basically, I just needed to contact my...
Have you looked on, like, job hunting sites, like Indeed.com or whatever?
Not really.
Hey, quick little shout-out to that. Hopefully Indeed pays me now.
Well, that's cool. Problem is just that for my skill set is very specifically tied to a very specific skill. And there's only a few places that hire.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's hard to kind of
Go to Hollywood, dude. Go to Hollywood.
I'm not going to freaking Hollywood. That's like the worst option there is.
Go to Hollywood and never come back.
It's a giant it's an entire town of cutthroats.
Hollywood. You gotta.
You can't whisper into the I can't hear you if you whisper.
I said go to Hollywood, so put that in caption.
If I'm going anywhere, I'm gonna go like to Austin or something where there's like where the general is like it's like the culture for like the.
I thought you literally meant Austin. Like,
no. I mean,
it seems like you're in guy.
No, if I like Austin, Texas, like where they have like a smaller tech.
Yeah,
industry.
yeah. I figured. I was confused for a moment. I'm like, whoa.
Oh gosh, that has weird implications to it. But yeah, if I go anywhere, I'd rather.
Austin casually comes up to you with like flipping or sliding you a sheet of paper with a bunch of like job opportunities. Here's the goods.
Yeah, good luck. I'm not gonna slander Austin anyway. Anyway, yeah, it's very frustrating at the moment just because it's very hard to break into my industry with my particular skill set, and I don't have any leads. So, yay!
Huh. Have you thought about getting like certificates for a minor?
What's that?
Certificates for a minor?
My skill set was very specifically tied to it's an associate's degree, so I don't have a minor or anything.
Get a minor.
Well, I'm going back. I'm going to go to Wabansi for some classes this summer, but that's about all I've got planned at the moment.
Does Wabansi offer any certificates?
I don't know.
All right, take a look at that and see, because if you get a certificate, that could help.
In what fields? Like in regards to what?
I don't know. Maybe do research on like film stuff or whatever. Like what would go well with your specific major.
I just need to become the next Richard Roper. That would be great.
Yeah. That's getting to the point where I'm just really tempted to grab a bunch of my graphic design buddies and be like, do you want to make your own like branding firm?
Yeah, well, graphic design is the advantage of that is that there's a lot of graphic design out there that needs to be done. So.
Yeah, but it's a pain in the. What's annoyed me recently, and it doesn't. I tried like applying before I graduated because I thought, oh, maybe I can get ahead of the game. No, a lot of them are like, no, we need you like right now. Like, oh, okay.
Oh gosh. The company I applied for video editing for, the person who got me the interview, she's a graphic designer who does like furniture ads full time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
She's
I'm just looking on Indeed for everything, like applying for a job every day or whatever.
I'm just saying, like that's a kind of good place to kind of go for like trying to find full-time work is like find like some random department of a major company that needs like graphic design done consistently, and then just try working for them, because if you can find those jobs...
yeah, and I'm looking on like Indeed and stuff, because usually if they want a graphic designer for that specific stuff, they'll post it on online job sites.
The Groupthink Podcast, sponsored by Indeed.
Oh.
Whoa, you keep bringing it up, so...
Oh.
Yeah.
Does that mean they'll give us money now, since we keep saying their name?
No, because YouTube sucks.
And we're not popular.
That either. If I did it for the money, I would be a rich man. Actually, I need to think about that.
Come on, man. You gotta try and make yourself, filthy YouTube rich. Come on, step it up, dude.
I need to be PewDiePie rich within the next 3 weeks. Go.
Yep.
I need some ideas. To
be honest, that's just a kind of hard area to get into. Like, you have a lot of people that, want to be, YouTube famous or get famous off of streaming, and it's
Yeah, there's
you gotta be really consistent as well as do things that, constantly cater to your audience.
Well, there's 1,000 ways to make it work, and there's 1,000 ways to ruin your ability to do so. So...
Yeah.
You either find a niche that's so consistent that they'll constantly come back to you and you can make money off of it, and then you establish a Patreon because YouTube was going to take all your money away regardless. And
oh yeah, Patreon's also up.
Yeah. Well, yeah. First off, you have to be making some sort of content in order to make a Patreon worth it.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah. To borrow a quote, Patreon is like the homeless dish of the internet.
Yep.
Patreon. Anyway, it is. This is so depressing. We need to talk about something happy.
Yeah, let's talk about other things besides their own issues with unemployment.
Hello, darkness. My Guardians of the Galaxy comes out in 2 days.
Ooh, yay! That I can't apparently be there for because school.
Yeah, her life sucks.
I'll be with you in spirit.
I'm sure we can see it again after it comes out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
how to... And also, I'm going to try and hunt down any more theaters that had Beauty and the Beast, because I'm up for seeing that again, and again, and again.
I think I might need to review it just for when we do the episode. I mean, episode 7, which never premiered. And we already did, so the internet isn't confused. But, yeah.
Because of complete and utter issues on both of our parts. R.I.P. episode 7, featuring Rhyannon Jones.
And Dad.
Oh.
He's gonna do he offered to do the Lawrence of Arabia.
Oh yeah, that's right. He did offer to do Lawrence of Arabia. Thank God.
Saving your butt.
Yeah. Well, saving more your show, because I'd probably just feel like, oh.
This will be almost as bad as my Schindler's List discussion.
I hated it. Lawrence of Arabia broke my CD player.
Yeah, you did not enjoy that experience.
0 out of 10.
One of the most critically acclaimed movies of all time, beloved by millions. 0 out of 10. 0 out of 10.
You see, I had to rip my CD player open because for some reason even my CD player was like, no.
You see, this is the whopping 0 out of 10.
Yep.
Did you ever watch...
It was long. I hated it. My CD player hated it.
Did you ever watch Sandy Not Included back in the day?
No.
Okay. That was the series that Lyle McDouchebag got famous for.
Got what?
That was the series that made him famous.
Made who famous?
Lyle McDouchebag.
I don't know who that is.
He does the spoilers ahead reviews.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. He's another case of someone who's just had to stop doing full-time YouTube because of the money issue.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah. So he left. A lot of people are losing their ability to do full-time. I know H3 just kind of declared that they're no longer full-time. It's getting depressing.
Yeah, that's kind of sad.
Happy topic. Happy thoughts.
Yeah, God damn it, Tyler. You keep drifting to sad things.
I'm sorry, the meaningless of this it attracts to me. I can't help it.
My life has no meaning.
I wanna die! No.
Oh, jeez.
You still watch?
It's one of those videos now.
Do we still watch ASDF cartoons?
Yeah.
Has there been one in a while?
I thought one just came out on.
I'm not good at keeping track of it. I just know that Austin showed them.
Yeah, episode 10 came out a month ago.
Okay, I'll have to look into it.
Yeah. God, those are like nostalgic as hell.
They're like the modern version. They're like the modern version of stick figures on crack, except not terrible.
Yeah. Well, they weren't hella annoying. They actually have some clever stuff behind it.
Well, to be fair, stick figures...
Hello, I am David.
Stick figures on crack is great when you're 12.
Yeah, and then as you get older, the age is like milk. Oh, this is getting shittier and shittier with every second.
It ages like pre-molded cheese. It's like that. It's like that cheese that only tastes good because it's specifically a kind of mold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's those pretentious cheeses, the kind you probably eat up there in that weird state of yours.
Are rude. Mars Cheese Council can hear you. It's like, it's not too far away.
It's judging me horribly. It's just going to be outside my window in a few minutes, staring me down, isn't it?
Yeah, just this huge building with Mars Cheese Castle signs just staring at you.
This is some freaking Monster House crap right here.
Yeah. What the hell?
Oh. Interesting. I guess we could probably make this the final topic for the night because we've been going on for about 45 minutes now. Did you hear the recent updates for the Five Nights at Freddy's film?
Oh, no.
Apparently, whatever Warner Brothers initially signed the film on, they dropped the film and it's supposedly being picked up by someone else.
Oh, that's... Could we have to wait even longer?
Maybe.
Or what?
One of the competitors that is aiming for it is Blumhouse, who's been on a roll lately with like Split and Get Out. So there's a good chance they can make it work.
Okay.
I at this point I don't even know if they're going to pick up at the same creative team. So it could be what happens.
Right.
They bring the same writer and the production on, and then they just kind of keep going with what they had. They could completely do something different, which would slow things down substantially. But their turnaround time is like 2 years, so it would not be terribly long compared to what Warner Brothers is probably going to do.
Right.
I mean, like...
Okay, well, hopefully it's still... I'm assuming if Get Out was one of the things behind it, then it should work.
Yeah, I mean...
That movie got really successful ratings and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, Blumhouse used to be like the guys who did like the Purge movies and the Paranormal Activity movies because they were just kind of getting off the ground, so they made a lot of schlock. But they've been getting a lot of really good directors in them in the past year, so they're kind of becoming legit, kind of.
Yeah, but since it's such a popular following, I'm assuming that would mean that a director's probably going to step in, like a decent one, at least.
It's hard to say because Blumhouse, it's not a consistent record, so it's really interesting what's ultimately going to happen since it's still in the air who the actual new producer is going to be. So, because I know that there were that there was a lot of like people who were kind of trying to get on board because they want it because it's a hot property, so take advantage.
Right.
Of it. Speaking of which, aren't we due for another Five Nights game in the next couple months?
Yeah, I think so.
I got curious and I looked at Scott Cawthon's YouTube page and it says that it's been 11 months since the last trailer came for the trailer for Sister Location came out. So
okay,
we're probably due.
That went by quickly.
Well, yeah, it's aged rather gracefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, unlike a lot of them, but
right.
Which I liked all of them, so not to slander them too much, but
right. They've aged pretty decently, and they haven't jumped the shark yet. So.
Well, it helps that Scott Cawthon is at least a singular creator. I know he's doing
right.
He's doing another book,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah, cool. Yeah, because there's still some stuff that's still kind of up in the air.
At this point, the whole story is up in the air.
Oh, good point.
There's how many games into this stupid series? Like 5?
Even when hold on, 1, 2, 3. Even when the 4th one came out and like the original Five Nights at Freddy's, I'm like, I still don't know what's going on.
We didn't get a full image until the 4th game, so.
Yeah. And even then, they're still like, well, why the hell are you guys here? What happened? What's going on?
Unless you're MatPat and you put your sanity online just to figure out what's happening in the games, so.
Right.
But God rest his soul. He's probably dead somewhere. Or he's making the next theory. He's gonna end up in an insane asylum.
Ooh.
I like that video we did last year, or 2 years ago now, where he did his final Five Nights at Freddy's 3 video, and it ends with Five Nights at Freddy's 4 being announced. He's like, no! God
damn it!
You can just tell the guy's going insane.
Yeah, and then the 5th one came out. It's like, oh, wonderful.
I think it helped that he had sister eyes, so.
Right.
Silver eyes, my brain.
Mind blown. It's got quite a complicated storyline behind it, and I think that's kind of what also makes it interesting as a game series.
Oh, totally. That's all the sell. That's the huge sell of it. More than just the jump scares, which I think that the games have actually been kind of declining since the second one in quality. Like the 4th one, the sister location was really cool, just because it was a little more dynamic and it had a lot more stuff going on it. But I don't think the series has really peaked since the second one, when just so much crap was going on and the tension was ramped up so high.
Right.
And I love that 3 and 4 did their own things, which was, as a series, which was absolutely the right decision to make. It's just that 2 was so good.
Right.
I will give Cawthon that credit.
I remember how psyched I was for the second one when they got the trailer. It was just such a wild game.
Oh, man. Yeah, and that was when it was still, like, super fresh, too, so.
Yeah.
There wasn't an ounce of cynicism to be found.
What?
There wasn't an ounce of cynicism in, like, the fan base or anything.
Right.
Third
one was okay. 4th, I was just like, okay.
Third one, I appreciated that he scaled it back as much as he did and took a huge risk like that, because...
Yeah.
As I said, second one is essentially the best one, so you have to take a huge creative risk in order to make the next one work.
Right.
Or you literally keep adding robots. Or you just keep adding robots.
Yeah, one robot attacking you.
More and more robots. We need all of them.
Alright, how about the ante? Just make one robot attack you in the next one.
With Five Nights at Freddy's 6. And literally every robot.
Yes. Oh my god. And then, like, the sister location was insane.
Yeah.
Because it just included even more, like, new ways of going about the game. Like, you're crawling around and shit, and you have to do all these things to make sure you don't die.
Yeah, it's freaking great.
I love the end, like, the one end where you refuse, and it's being spoilery, where you refuse to not, like, become, like, a human exoskeleton, basically.
Oh yeah, at the
so
end
you're back home, like, watching TV after you manage to escape everything. You're eating popcorn, and suddenly you look to the right, and one of the robots is in your room.
Yeah,
oh, hi.
Well, you enjoy just trying to. It's the exotic butters.
Exotic, yeah, exactly. The exotic butters are up on top of your thing.
It's doing something to your brain.
What the hell?
Or Scott Cawthon.
All that popcorn and, like, the Days of Our Lives soap opera that you're watching.
That was great. I have no idea what that was supposed to be about, but it was great.
Yeah, that was really funny.
The vampire soap opera.
Yeah, I liked how he incorporates some kind of like funny little twists in there.
I don't know if that had anything to do with literally anything, but it was great.
Yeah. You will be reconciled, or you will be given exotic butters. Ooh.
You have chosen exotic butters. What was the music thing? It was like, what music style would you like to listen to in the elevator?
Or what voice style would you like, angsty teenager?
That was great.
Oh, snap.
I don't even necessarily know where that location was supposed to be because it doesn't make a lot of sense. But
Right.
like I've heard that's the guy's house, his basement. The guy just has the robot thing in his basement, man.
What the hell?
Yeah, he has a giant freaking descending elevator hidden in his basement.
In his basement.
Yeah. Oh
Or
well.
that or a robot just followed him all the way home.
Well, that's a possibility. Well, it'd make more sense if it was already in his house, because then the robot would have to walk halfway across town.
What the fuck is that? I don't mind that, Helen. It's just like probably one of those damn immigrants.
Yeah, she's just made the, My brain just stopped for a second, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
What was I talking about?
The robot walking all the way to the guy's
Yeah,
house.
they just ruined. Yeah, the lore of the series is broken by the fact that some random guy on the street sees the robot.
Yep. Oh shit, we got caught.
Anyway, I think I'm getting tired and it's time to kind of wrap it up for the night.
Clearly, since you like blanked out right in the middle of the conversation.
Yeah, I think I'm inheriting my family's tendency towards memory loss. This is not a good sign.
Uh-oh.
Early onset memory loss, and by that I mean I'm 22, so...
Shit.
I'm not going to know my name by the time I'm 30. Anyway, this has been the season premiere of the Groupthink Podcast for Season 2. Thank you so much, Rhyannon, for coming on. Hopefully the next time she's on, she'll actually be here in person. Though this was an awesome arrangement.
Not surrounded by beer and cheese.
This was a good arrangement, though. It was awesome.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me.
Sure that we needed our best on for the premiere, so.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, and Tyler Davis wasn't of it. No, I'm kidding. Boo! Yeah, I hate Me Too. It's okay.
Oh.
Anyway, this has been an episode. This has been the Groupthink Podcast. Have a good night.